Hi folks. So I wanted to talk a little bit about chapters 8 and 9 in your textbook. Chapter 8 is pretty self-explanatory. It looks at what you do to coordinate the classroom environment. And it's a pretty short chapter, and I think you'll find it pretty clear in terms of dealing with exceptional children, making sure there are no barriers, making sure that the lighting is appropriate, making sure that tables and chairs are placed in the correct positions. So I'm not going to spend much time on Chapter 8. I'm going to let you just read that. I do want to talk just a little bit about Chapter 9, and again, I'm not going to say too much about that. But this Chapter 9 is on assistive technology. Assistive technology can be anything from a braille reader to a computer with a special program, to simple Web 2.0 tools or programs on a school computer. So, for example, Drag and Dictate is a program that's often used in schools that reads, that if a student reads text to Drag and Dictate, it will transcribe it. There's also the reverse, that it will read programs that will read text to a child. So this is very useful for those that have reading difficulties, who have cognitive difficulties, and so forth and so on. Put my glasses on because I can't see my paper, sorry. Computers themselves are assistive technology when we think about it, and we should think about computers as more than just a word processor. So for instance, here I am recording a quick little video on a photo booth on my Mac. This is a tool that teachers could use to record information for students who may have reading difficulties, cognitive issues, who access verbal rather than written. It could be used for visually impaired people. There's a host of ways you could use this kind of video technology. And Photo Booth it's on all Macs. It's easy to use. There are many other platforms, Camtasia, and you've seen me use several others as well as Camtasia, and then I can't think of the other one now that just does the text. Oh, Screenomatic, lots of them, and these are all free. The other ways that you might use assistive technology in terms of applications is with the iPad. There's lots and lots of applications there that offer assistive technology for students in all kinds of different capacities. One point we should make clear, though, is that sometimes web accessibility can be a problem for some of our students, that they may not have internet access at home, and so we have to think about that as well. If they're only being able to access the internet at school, then they can only access, these tools at school. So that's important as well. Let's see, what else did I want to just highlight for you? Again, there really wasn't a whole lot that I wanted to talk about. Just wanted to just for a few seconds, just have your attention to think about these things. I think that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to just briefly touch on some of those things. For hearing impaired students, having text for them that they can read is important. So offering things in multiple ways. So if you offer a video, you could offer the text along with it, or you could even have an application that transcribes what you're saying so that you don't have to type it out yourself, so that once you've finished your video, you can then access the text that the computer has written out for you. Usually you have to make some corrections because computers don't hear us well, and sometimes we talk too quickly, or we don't enunciate our words as clearly as we should, and I'm very guilty of that. But it's much easier than typing the whole thing out, whole script out yourself. So do think about that as well. Actually using computers in schools for not just exceptional children, but for all children as well, is important. So I'd like you to think about how you might do that as well. And then this week I'm asking you to design your perfect classroom, taking into consideration what you read in Chapter 8 and Chapter 9 in terms of accessibility, in terms of assistive technology, in terms of reaching all students for learning. So with that, I'm just going to say, have fun, and I just wanted to touch on that. The original video I'd put up for this is no longer working, so I wanted to just have a quick hello and point those few things out to you. So have a great day.